I wanted my brand to be recognized globally. That is a vision of mine. I always knew that I wanted to be all over the world, and I always knew that I wanted to help women all over the world through beauty, helping them gain independence, financial independence by opening up their own beauty businesses. Welcome to the Brows & Co. Show, your backstage pass to the world of brows, beauty, and business. I'm your host, Kechia Taylor, and I'm thrilled to have you with us for this weekly episode. Get ready to immerse yourself in the fascinating world of beauty trends, brow secrets, and the ins and outs of the beauty industry. Whether you're a beauty enthusiast, a business owner, or just curious about what goes on behind the scenes, you're in for a treat. So without further ado, let's explore the magic that happens when beauty meets business on the Brows & Co. Show. Welcome back to the Brows & Co. Show. I'm Kechia Taylor, CEO and franchisor of Brows & Company and your host of the Brows & Co. Show. On today's episode, I'm going to talk about something a little bit off topic but on topic for those of you who are aspiring beautypreneurs or solopreneurs or entrepreneurs or those who, already have a salon and want to do something more or want to be recognized. In this episode, I'm going to talk about how I earned the title of Global Beauty Educator. I had no idea that I will be going all over the world to teach microblading or permanent makeup, nor when I started did I sought or seek that out. I always knew that I wanted my brand to be recognized globally. That is a vision of mine. I always knew that I wanted to be all over the world, and I always knew that I wanted to help women all over the world through beauty, helping them gain independence, financial independence by opening up their own beauty businesses. Long story short, Global Beauty Educator. Now, that's not easily earned, right? It's not easy to go from the States to another country and teach that skill set, especially being invited from another country. A colleague of mine who is in the tattoo industry had did some work overseas and approached me that someone was looking for a permanent makeup artist, microblading, to come and teach their staff in Africa, in Nigeria. And so I was like, okay, I'm always willing to do something different. I'm always willing to take my business to the next step. I'm always willing to seek opportunities, because if you do not take the opportunity, it may not be there again. That's the type of person I am, and that's my thought process. I had the friends and my contact information to that person, and their assistant followed up with me like a few months later. I didn't even think anything of it. I just was living my everyday life. I was excited when they told me about it, but after I told him that he could go ahead and forward my information, I did not think they would be calling me back. I don't know. I guess, you just kind of exchange information and that's that. Well, in 3 months after I spoke to the friend and told him that I'm interested in doing it, 3 months later, the assistant followed up with me and they wanted to know a lot about my business. They wanted to know what type of clientele I had. They wanted to see pictures of my actual salon. They wanted to see pictures of my work before they started the paperwork to get me over there. It was about a 6-month process, and then we had to negotiate the rates back and forth, how much I was going to get paid for coming down there teaching. And I also had to bring someone with me because I couldn't teach in another country all by myself. I mean, I didn't know how many people I was going to be dealing with at the time. And I always had an assistant or somebody there with me teaching my courses here. I mean, worst case scenario, I wasn't going to wait for anybody to come with me overseas to teach a class. So I would have did it all by myself. But why not? Why not help somebody else get that experience? I asked a friend And this friend has been with me for the duration of my career almost. I met her in the class, and she has her own business, not in the same state, but she has a permanent makeup business, and she also teaches permanent makeup. So I reached out to her and asked would she be willing to come to Africa with me to teach. And of course, she was down. Like, she's always down. She was the same person who went to a class with me in Serbia when she didn't even know anything about anything. So she was down, and we started the paperwork. And again, we had to go back and forth negotiating the prices for me to come down, negotiating the prices for her, because it was a paid position. It was a paid educator position. And so the deal was we go there and we teach this very, very popular salon that's located in Nigeria. And also they have a location in Ghana as well. We go there and we teach their staff and maybe some outside people how to do microblading and powder brows so that they can get ready for their opening in Ghana and introduce the services to their salon in Nigeria. Of course, this was music to my ears. I mean, I've always known that I was going to be going to Africa, but little did I know that I will be going there teaching the skill set of microblading, like, and taking my homegirl there with me. I mean, this was like a dream come true, right? And a lot of people, they probably don't see it as something big, but it was big. It wasn't even the money. I would have went there anyway, because making an impact on someone's lives, especially globally, is big for an artist in the United States or a beauty pro in the United States. I was just grateful of the opportunity to even be considered. I just felt honored to be considered. Now, I don't think the process is easy for people just to go overseas and start teaching. We were invited there. The owner of the salon, she was very big in Nigeria. She had connections. Our paperwork, everything was done so fast. Like, the visas, I mean, we just had to go get our shots and everything. After doing all the paperwork, her booking the flights, I mean, she had an assistant doing all of this, booking the hotels, making sure that we were scheduled for the days to teach. We didn't know what it was going to be like when we got there. You know, we was doing our research and stuff like that, but you never really know another country until you actually step forth on their soil. And at this time, it was the end of 2021, and the pandemic was still lingering around the world. And this is when you had to get tested to get on the flight. We took about 3 tests to enter the country and about 3 more tests to come back into the country. It was still scary to go. It was definitely scary to leave the US and go to another country during these trying times. But again, the opportunity had presented itself, and I wasn't going to turn it away. And anybody who knows me know that I'm not turning that away, okay? So if you want me to come to another country and it's safe for me, I am so down for it. I'm so down to go and help other women in other cultures learn this skill set and take it and run and just become big at it and just do whatever you want to do with it. To me, it was freedom for the ladies there. We left from Dulles and we was just all over the place. I mean, we had lots of luggage because we were there for 2 weeks. We had a lot of luggage, and we also had to bring our machines, our needles, some products that they would need, because it's not easy for them to order those products. And so we had to order a lot of products for them, their salon as well, so they can have the stock, so they can continue to do the service for a long period of time. So we have lots of luggage, our luggage, their stuff, our tools, our materials, our workbooks and everything. I mean, we was ready. You hear me? We were ready. My daughter was in school. She stayed with my sister, and my sister took her to school, picked her up. Like I said, I wasn't turning down the opportunities. I was going to find me a way, okay? And the friend of mine who went with me, she also had two small kids too, but she found a way as well. Like, we wasn't about to let that global opportunity pass us by. I mean, who would do that? When you get into something and you're very passionate about it and you want to do it and you want to make impact and you want to have your brand all over the world, how you gonna turn down something as good as that? And it was the motherland, okay? And I never been to Africa. So yes, I was like, hands down, yes, I'm so ready to go. We got there. It was different, y'all. It was so different, but it was so beautiful to see my people. You know, it was just so beautiful because it's just like here, right? You have someone who look like a Kechia or homegirl or homeboy. You know, they're into everything that we're into. They're into the hair, the makeup, the beauty, the fashion. And it was just so beautiful to see. I mean, we went there. We registered at a gym because we knew we was going to be there 2 weeks. We wanted to make sure that we had the energy to really put forth in teaching these beautiful ladies how to do this procedure. And we did. And they were very, very grateful. And we still stay in contact with them today. And they're doing great and they're doing fine. And some of the ladies from the Nigeria salon went to the salon in Ghana to launch the services there. It was an exciting opportunity for us, an exciting opportunity for me to understand what it was to be a global beauty educator and how I'm appreciative of the opportunity to know people, you know, to know people. If it wasn't for that friend or colleague of mine, I would never have been introduced to the person who owned that salon in Nigeria to even consider me to come and teach and train her employees on how to do and launch this procedure in their salon. Now, their salon was nice, y'all. It was nice. I have lots of pictures. I never really spoke about like my whole journey there and like just longing to go back. Like I can't wait to go back and just experience it all over again, just to be in a different country, learning different cultures, eating different food. Oh, the food. Okay, so I'm vegan and my friend is pescatarian. It was hard, y'all. Okay, it was hard. I can honestly say it was hard being vegan in Nigeria. It was hard, but we found some places. So we found someone who cooked our food and delivered it to the salon every day. And that was a plus, okay? That was a plus. We had these vegan nuggets. Oh my God, they were so good. And here I eat the Impossible vegan nuggets, but there, I don't know what kind of vegan nuggets they had there, but it was so good. Okay, we were ordering those every day. And then we ate at the Lebanese restaurant because they were able to provide vegan meals, and the restaurants were very beautiful, very high-end, white glove service, very luxurious. We got to party there. We went to events and networking events, met a lot of great people there, and still in contact today. I did meet a good friend there, and actually they ended up traveling to the States, working over here for a while, and we just connected in a good kind of way. We connected when we met there, and we connected when they came here as well. So the connection, like we still have the connections that we made in Nigeria, and we still have a relationship with the owner and the students today. And so that earned me the title of Global Beauty Educator. And from there, it was up. I just took off with teaching around the world. Like I said, I'm always grateful for the opportunities that come my way. And I'm always humble and I'm always grounded. Sometimes I don't understand some of the things that go on, and I don't understand why people teach this way and why people take courses from this person or that person, because I mean, are they getting all the experience? Are they getting all the knowledge? Are they getting the real deal? I just wanted to come on this podcast and really tell my story on how I became a global beauty educator and where it started. And it started in Africa, Lagos, Nigeria. And I just had a wonderful time, and I thank the citizens in Nigeria and Lagos for having us, having me, and the hospitality was amazing. And I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go back because I will be back. I will be there again. And you guys will hear all about it. Again, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for going on this podcast journey with me. I'm Kechia Taylor, CEO and franchisor of Browsing Company and your host of the Browsing Coach Show. And I will see you on the next episode.